Welcome to Shor Machshava on the Daf. We're holding in Chulin Daf Chofei. And Amud Aleph, the Gemara teaches us that Kli Cheres or Metame mi soichoi. Meaning Kli Cheres don't get tumor from the back, they get tumor only from inside. Once you go inside, even Ma'avir, even from the ear space of the inside of the Kli, does get tumor. The Sfasemes in Pasha Shlach Tafreish Lamed Gimel, he brings in the name of his grandfather the Chidushei Harim. Then what is the pshat that Kli Cheres mekabel tumah rak mitoichoi? So he said the pshat is like this, because Kli Cheres itself has no chashivas. Kli Cheres is made out of clay, it's made out of earth. It doesn't have any importance. So what does it have? The only thing, only importance, only chashivas that it has is the fact that it has some container inside to contain things. It has a receptacle. Meaning its chashivas is only soichoi. There's no chashivas on the outside. That's it. Doesn't kabel tumah on the outside. Only from the inside, the ikar avoid the ikar peula, you can come and use the kli. It's a dugma to what the Gemara tells us here in Chafei Amud Beis. The Gemara says that metal, one of the reasons that it does get tumah from the outside, hoil velechavod asuim. It's doing for kavod. So metal is made for kavod. The actual metal, the actual kli is made for something mechubet. The Kli Cheres doesn't have chashivas, so the whole thing is for the inside. Continues the Sasemes and says that really, that's why the Ikar Avodas Ha'adam is to be like a Kli Cheres. What does it mean? Ha'adam tzech levatel kol ha'chitzonius sheloi liot batel mashu muchan la'asos v'tzor yisborach. A person has an neshama. He has ruchnius inside. He should take all his outside to be batel to the inside like a Kli Cheres. So the Sasemes' son, the Imri Emes, in Shavuos Tafresh Ayin Daled, sends us to the Gemara and Tainis Tav Zayin. The Gemara over there goes and says that the Torah is mashal to three different mashkim, to three different liquids, to water, wine, and milk. Why? Because these mashkim, how do you come and contain, how do you come and preserve water, milk, and wine? Has to be done in Kli Cheres. And a Kli has no chashivas. That's where you're able to guard these mashkim. Continues the Gemara and brings the story that the daughter of the Caesar, of the Caesar, went to B'shur ben Chanani and says, "You look so ugly. How could you have chachma v'fa'aru b'kli mechor? How can you have Torah in such an ugly person?" So he told her, "Where do you go? Where's your father put the wine, store the wine?" So she told him he puts them into Kli Cheres. So he told her, "Why? You should put it into gold and silver." So they did it and listened to him. And the wine went bad. And that was the message. The message is, the worse the kli is, the better the mashke inside will be. So the Maharal in the Nesiva Torah Perek Beis and the Nesiva Nova Perek Ches goes to explain it, that the Torah is kuli ruchnius. The Torah is all spiritual. The only way to guard spiritual is to have a container which is spiritual, meaning it has its own chashivas. If it has its own chashivas, so it takes away from what's inside it. Ruchnius cannot be contained into something which holds himself importance. That's why you can't have Torah and someone has Midas Sagaivo or Midas Sataivo. Because the person goes and he has his own thing. In order for Ruchni to be Kayim, it needs to be a container that belongs to it, which is bottled to it. All the outside is bottled to the inside. It says this is the mashal over here. If you're putting wine, which is very important, in a kli that has its own importance, like gold or silver, the wine will go bad. The only way to contain the wine is to have the wine in a Kli Cheres that has no chashivas. So Zokti Imri Emes, that's the pshat. That's exactly what the Sfasemes says in the name of the Chidushei Harim. Kli Cheres has no chashivas on its own. That's why the Tumah is only b'toicha, it's only inside it. Similarly, the Torah could be only in a Kli that has chashivas in the inside, not on the outside. And he adds to it that the Ikar Inyan is that the Chacham should go around understanding that all that he has comes from above. He doesn't have anything of his own. He doesn't have his own thing. What he has is what he's containing that comes from above. And the Divrei Torah miskaimim el v'misha daito shveilo. The Divrei Torah kayim only someone who is acting like a Kli Cheres. Anyone who wants to join or sponsor the Shor Machshava Shiurim, please email shormachshava@gmail.com.